that's, I mean, for a song like this that has so much text,
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with the work that you've done, okay? All right. So what I think I can do here is, I could certainly go through and talk about the specifics on the vowels, if that would be helpful. And then I also think that I would like to have some time where we take it out of the rhythm and out of the staccato gesture. Okay, because I think that'll make the French speak a little bit more.
Yeah.
And plus it might make it easier to sing, especially with all that speed stuff.
Yeah.
But I was really impressed, okay? So don't get me wrong, this is going really well. So the first thing, is it all right if I just go through a little bit of the text? Okay, so mostly the errors that I'm hearing are a little bit of a vowel here and there, and then an errant consonant that doesn't belong.
Okay.
So this is the tricky part about French, in that some of the consonants we say and some of them we just no, pas du tout, we do not. So especially consonants like the N does not really exist in French. So I'm looking at the top of page 117 here. Elle va, vient, en sautant. Can I hear you say that with me?
Yeah.
Elle va, vient, en sautant. Ah, yes, and so we have 4 nasals in the French language. And so what's really hard about it is that when you're saying a nasal such as en, you actually can't say the N, right? And then toward the end of the piece, I also heard you say bien. I heard an N in there too. And that's the tricky thing, because as Americans, we say bien, we want to close. We want to close to the end, right? So overall, I would say really double check. You have the IPA, I believe, in your studio, working on that. So when you see, for example, cadence, you see that there's no N in that, right? And now you didn't say it in a cadence, which was nice, but it's really, really tempting, especially when you have a se right after it. So that would be one of the things I would pay extra attention to and clarify for yourself. The OU en français, how do we pronounce the OU? Ooh, in fact, yes. So, for example, you say ce jeu nouveau, pourtant. I think I heard pourtant. Pourtant, and it's so fast. I mean, you're really doing an amazing job here. Et ce jeu nouveau, pourtant. Point ne l'embarrasse. And I think you could roll the R there just because of where you're going with that octave jump. Typically the French only flip their R, but I think you could get away with a little bit more R there just because of where you're going. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then mais c'est russe. So that is what we call a mixed vowel. What do you know about mixed vowels currently? And I'm not putting your teacher on the spot. I know she's already told you, but tell me, hear it in your own words.
I'm not really sure. You just kind of
do it?
vowels.
Yeah, mix that vowel. Like you just baking a cake full of vowels. Yeah. Well, I like to think about it a little bit more. Maybe this is an oversimplification, but I found that it works as a jumping off point. And then when it comes to the actual text that you're working on with your teacher, this can help clarify things. So can you make an E vowel for me? E. Do it again.
E.
Great. Can you make an U vowel for me?
Ooh.
Beautiful. So I really liked the U lips that you were making, and I really liked the E vowel that you were making on the inside. So a mixed vowel is basically one vowel on the inside made with the tongue internally, and the mix comes from the lips on the outside. So I'd like you to just gradually with me, and I'll do it first so you can see how silly it is. This is my tongue here. I have my tongue really high with an E vowel. Right? Now I close completely to an U there, but what I'm going to do the second time is I'm going to keep my tongue in that same position, high in the back, at the base of the lower teeth here at the tip. This is a really good diagram, I gotta admit. We have E. Do you hear how that all of a sudden we hear 2 vowels at once? And that's what we make in a mixed vowel. So I'd like you to try that. Let's do it together. You and I, okay? Here we go. E. So I'm hearing more ooh now, so that means your tongue needs to come higher in the back. Try it again for me. Okay, have you ever done that, like, that sound? No. Okay, so you do this, and you say the word girl into your hand. Let's try it. Let's all do it. Yeah, it's a fun noise. I'm just making I'm saying the word girl, and I'm closing my mouth really, really tiny. Close your mouth more. Ah, okay, so It's just a way to, I think, get the tongue freer so that you can feel a little bit more activity, and then you're not so paralyzed with thinking, oh wait, what is my tongue doing? What is my mouth doing? You're just making a fun sound, yeah?
Right, yeah.
So that's something I would say you want to work on with ruse, because it's a mixed vowel, and you know, have a whole 8th note to say it, so you really got all the time in the world, really. And then I would say your orgueil.
Yeah.
Orgueil. So I like this vowel a lot, as you can tell. It doesn't happen nearly enough in French as far as I'm concerned. But we have, it's kind of like you're one of the T-birds.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Greece, anything?
Yeah.
Terrible message that show sends, but we like the sounds that they're making. So I like to pretend I'm a T-bird. I'm gonna go, ay. Can you try that for me?
Okay.
Ay. Yeah, all right. So we've got, and then all you have to do is round your lips as you say that, ay. Okay, so, ay, like that.
Ay.
Yeah, so orgueil.
Okay.
Try it again. Orgueil. Yeah, all right. And then you can get the head movement in there. That's great too. And then you can really enjoy the French. Just a note on the pronunciation. When we're in French, I think it's more helpful to think about the French already having kind of a position of a little kiss, if you will. Not to stereotype, but the French, they're very much more pursed like this, and when they're speaking, if you were to watch a silent French film and you had everything muted, you would notice that the resting French position of the face is more like this than the American resting face, which is like this. I think that we tend to do this. So when you're pronouncing your text, you want to already start in that kind of lifted, sort of kissing position, strange though it may be, because it'll already set you off in the right position for the French. So when you say regardez-moi, can we try that in that same kind of kissing face?
Yes. Regardez-moi.
Regardez-moi. Try it again.
Regardez-moi.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Do you like the sound of that?
Yeah.
Did it feel different to you?
Yeah, it did.
Nice. Okay, so mousse. Mousse.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that OU again, right? We're seeing that. And then dorore. So the OU in French is an OO sound, pure OO, like the letter U in IPA. And then we have the AU, which is an O sound, like Minnesota. Like, oh, don't you know? And then we have mousse, and then there was one more vowel I wanted to correct. Ah, yes, the final word of the song. Femme. It's an ah vowel. I know, it's weird, it's rude, right? It's just not nice the way that he's written this. Jules, Massenet, without the S. And we have femme. And that's actually better for you because of where you are on the D natural. Femme. And that will have a nice there. Fillette and o femme. Your T's could also be more dental.
Okay.
So fillette, that's too wet. That's an aspirate T. I want fillette.
Okay.
Can you try that? Fillette.
Fillette.
And then the o femme.
Ou femme.
O femme.
Femme.
Yeah, so overall you have really good control over your lip movement, and that's really nice because that's going to serve you well here. Great. Now, how am I doing on time?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, great, because I want to do one more thing. Can you tell me what your favorite phrase is? Because I want to break it down into a smaller piece, and I want it to be something you're not going to hate singing.
I kind of like where is it? That part. I think it's on the top of this.
J'aime encore remarque aussi mon beau teint d'aurore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I hear you just speaking that for me, just spoken? Yes, thank you, Lois. Just speaking in a nice slow pace, not in rhythm of any kind.
J'aime quand remarque aussi mon bouton d'aurore.
Okay, not bad. J'aime quand remarque aussi, and you did a beautiful elision there, so that's correct, keep that. Remarque aussi. And then this second one here, I think we need to tighten up the vowels.
Yeah.
Mon, beau, teint, do, ro, re. So this vowel do and ro match.
Okay.
Dorore. Dorore. Yeah, beautiful. So why don't we back this up and we're going to do it from the behind instead. So we're going to go, can I have a G, please? Is that right?
Where are we at?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted a G, but I wasn't even paying attention where we were. Yeah, I want to just do this. Dorore. Yeah, thank you. Dorore. And I want it to be nice and slow, like you're singing a phrase completely that's different from this, not staccato in any way.
Yeah.
So just dorore, like that on that melody, please.
Okay.
Beautiful. One more more time. Can you get that vibrato a little sooner? Make it so that you're comfortable and free?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, look at that beautiful instrument. Hello, hello. That's so pretty. Okay, so now I want to add 10. 10, do, ro, re. Same thing, just like you're singing it expressively, kind of out of time.
Okay.
Same thing. We're just adding that C. Lovely. Can we add bo? Yeah. So you see why I'm working backward, because we want to work that vowel so it doesn't get into that habit of saying it incorrectly. Bo, ta, do. Just treat them all like they're even quarter notes, or like it's medieval music and doesn't even have notation. Yeah, really deep cut there. Okay. Bo. Yeah, but if you don't land on do, do it one more time. Lovely. Can we do mo, bo, ta, do, ro, ro? Lovely. Can we add aussi right before it? Aussi. Yeah, you can breathe wherever you want. Breathe wherever you want. I should have said that before. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's get to the beginning of this phrase and then I'll set you free, I promise. So now we have remarque aussi, and then you'll breathe after that.
Okay.
Remarque. So when you bake bread, what do you bake it out of? What's the name of that thing that we make, that paste? The
Dough?
dough.
Yeah.
Dough, dough. Dough. Something dough.
Yeah.
Because right now it sounds like you're like, wait, what was that vowel again?
Yeah.
You just need to remind yourself what it is. Good. Jamais. From jamais, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Breath. Yeah. Okay. How'd that feel?
It felt good.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see why you couldn't do that with every single phrase you're singing. Not right now, but I'm saying if you want this to be a little bit more comfortable and feel like you're the master of every single word and every single vowel in this text, this is what you do. You start at the end, you work your way forward, piece by piece, and you don't let yourself go on if the vowel isn't exactly where you want it to be, right? And you have a wonderful teacher here who's going to help you and who's going to keep you on track for that. Can I hear this one more time, just like that before? Jamais from there, and then we'll do it once at tempo, and then we'll be done, okay? Good, now just for fun, put it at the tempo,
Okay.
just to see. Yeah, how'd that feel?
It felt good.
Did you like that better?
Yeah.
So this is a practical way for you to, get through the original overwhelming level of text and not think of this as some huge mountain to climb, but rather just a single step over and over again.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you're like, oh, look, I made it up the mountain. And you can do that. The voice is beautiful. It's really there. Thank you so much for singing for me today. Gorgeous, gorgeous work. Congratulations.